shot. Dash.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. Check in. Not today, Ron. Blue draw Corker. Twins. 34's the mic. Fire.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Go. Switch. Joker. Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Second and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Check. Go out. Go.
Check.
Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
At the 50-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Rock it.
That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So we got man.
Chopper, now.
Back back to throw now on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 6. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, orbit.
On 1st down, Gordon. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, Mike 51.
To throw again. Gordon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Come on, set 18. Leo, get.
Back back to Mixon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ready.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Open man is Uzomah. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check, crunch. Check it back.
Now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Go. Ready.
Back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 3.
Christian travel.
Check 3.
Hard.
SOS.
Shoot.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The outlaw. You ain't got nothing. Check any weapon. Press down. Shit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog. Hey, lock it. Shit. Hey, Haywood. 51. Go.
Throwing on first down. Gordon. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, Alpha. Check 9.
On second down, Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 10 Tucson. Now. We got double up. Look at me. Go. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Back to throw. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Ready, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Look at me. Zipper. Yo, Jackrabbit, dude.
to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go, dude. Go. It's going to be a long day.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's checking. Crash. Check 31. Deuce.
Rock it. Hey! Motion. Fight!
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the twist.
Squeeze! Yes! Get it!
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now here's Ross. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
18 Gator.
Check 55 for Mike. Here it goes.
Bravo.
Check right, check right. Watching it.
Go.
55. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, Gator.
You're not ready. You're not ready. No.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check 25. Check 25. Kill.
Go. Go.
Off play action. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey. 50, plant.
Hey, check. Right 34, right 34.
Hey, seam 6.
Yeah, that's about.
Hard.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, lock it.
36, 36.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Orbit.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Look at me, zipper. Shoot.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Give him 52 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Sam off.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mixon will try the right side. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yes.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And a cutback right sideline. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
6-6, pull it high. Check 13, check 13.
Check nickel.
Hard. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
It's now
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go, baby.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road